it's all about the clap back. Get your boss whack, premier's funeral on Snapchat. You now tuned into the bag.
I'm just pulling up, I don't know what this money been doing to me. I just been buying foreign cars and blowing bands on jewelry. And I'm pulling up with that.
What's good, y'all? Fisk Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fisk. You know why you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Listen, Saints, what's good? What we doing this week? What's the vibes? You know what I'm saying? So Taysom Hill still out here taking first team reps, which is good and bad. It's good to see Taysom Hill get his shot, man. You know what I'm saying? Taysom Hill been in the offense for years. He got skipped over by Teddy Bridgewater. It's nice to see that Sean Payton's, a man of his word. You feel me? Because, like I said, when I went back and looked at it, it would have been wrong if Jameis kind of started over Taysom Hill. That would have been kind of messed up, because then it's just basically saying, you know what, Taysom, I'm never going to give you a chance to start. You ain't nothing but a gadget quarterback. That's kind of harsh. So, let him get his starts, whatever. With that being said, it's one thing to play the Falcons, who are trash to begin with. It's one thing to play the Falcons. It's another thing to go play a Vic Fangio defense that is gonna be hell. Ain't nothing sweet about that Vic Fangio defense out there in Denver. So I'm gonna be interested to see because we saw what he did to Tua. He had Tua out there looking like a damn 7th round quarterback. So I'm interested to see what Sean Payton and Taysom Hill cook up against the Broncos defense, because the Broncos defense is actually competent. Atlanta defense ain't competent. We all knew that. You feel me? Which is why it was so disappointing that Taysom Hill looked so damn trash in the first half. Because it's like, bro, you playing the Falcons. Like, the Falcons starters can barely stop the practice squad in the Falcons. They probably be going to have a shootouts in practice. The damn practice squad be probably giving the starters in Atlanta hell and high water. For real talk. Probably having some damn SEC style shootouts in damn practice. Speaking of the SEC, could they stop Georgia? I mean, that Falcon team ain't shit. And they quit. The Falcons know they ain't going to the playoffs. That team quit. Did you see Matt Ryan on Sunday? Did he look like he cared? Did he look like he had any amount of will, grit, determination to come back and win that game? It ain't look like it to me. But the Broncos are a different story. And I'm interested to see how now that there's film on Taysom Hill, now that there's something to look at and we get it, and we kind of got an idea what Sean Payton wants to do. I'm curious to see what the offense looks like versus the Broncos. I'm curious. I'm curious. Now, let's not let Alvin Kamara not getting catches out the backfield. Don't lose sight of that. Because I'm a Giants fan. And the one thing I noticed when Daniel Jones took over for Eli Manning, right? When Daniel Jones took over for Eli Manning, Saquon stopped getting catches out the backfield. You know what I'm saying? Certain quarterbacks just are either uncomfortable throwing out the backfield, or they prefer not to throw out the backfield because they're athletic and they can extend the play. So if you're a fantasy owner of Alvin Kamara, I will be very, very concerned. You have to start Alvin Kamara regardless. You can't bench Alvin Kamara. You play Alvin Kamara. But if I'm an Alvin Kamara owner in fantasy, I'm nervous, because this might be a situation where Taysom Hill doesn't want to check down to Alvin Kamara 8 times a game like Drew Brees did. Taysom Hill might want to extend the play. He might want to push the ball downfield. It's different. Well, I don't know Taysom Hill should be pushing the ball downfield, because God knows Emmanuel Sanders had to come back for like every deep ball. This dude was underthrowing deep balls by like 15 yards. I'm like, damn, that might as well have Drew Brees out there for that shit. But yeah, Taysom Hill, stop throwing deep balls. That ain't your game. You ain't got the arm for that. He showed that on Sunday. But I would be worried. Maybe it was a fluke, maybe it was an aberration, but Alvin Kamara had a horrible game with Taysom Hill. So we'll see how they incorporate that, because they're going to need Alvin Kamara to beat the Broncos. They're definitely going to need that, because when you're playing a mastermind, when you're playing a defensive guru like Vic Fangio, he's going to make you play left-handed. Now, I know it's damn near impossible to take Michael Thomas out of a game plan, and I know Emmanuel Sanders is probably going to want to get his revenge on the Broncos. This might be a revenge game for Emmanuel Sanders. So we're going to see how Taysom Hill distributes the ball. We're going to see what kind of game plan they have. I don't know how many points the Broncos can actually score. I'm not worried at all about the Saints losing this game. I'm not. How many points do you really freaking think? Come on. How many points do you really think the Broncos are going to put up on the Saints? The Saints defense just had 8 sacks. They shut out Tom Brady. Yeah, I said they shut out Tom Brady. That little field goal with 2 minutes to go don't freaking count. That's a shutout. That little mercy field goal to say, oh, look at us, we scored. That shit don't count. So this Saints defense is hot as hell right now. So I'm not worried about the Saints losing. This is more of a situation where it's like, what is Taysom Hill gonna look like? That's really the only reason I watch the Saints right now. It's like this Taysom Hill thing is like, it fascinates me. It does, because it's like watching your homeboy date a woman that is not good for him. You know what I'm saying? It's like your homeboy is dating a woman that is just so bad for him long term. Like, if they got married, it'd be the worst thing that ever happened to your homeboy. But at the same time, it's like, she's so damn fine. You know what I'm saying? And she does everything for him. Gives him the best head. Hell, she even cooks. She's a great woman. But she has fatal flaws that prevent her from being wifey material. She has fatal flaws that prevent her from getting a max contract. At the end of the day, your homeboy is basically trying to give an injured Gordon Hayward a max deal. Alright, your homeboy is like Michael Jordan right now, and he's about to give Gordon Hayward that $130 million. And you're trying to explain to him that Gordon Hayward is worth like $50 million, not $130, because everything that you like about that girl / person is it's a mirage. It's not always there. It's like, it's cool now because you're doing it in spurts. You're seeing her like 2-3 times a week. She's your jump off. She's your side piece. That's your booty call. But once you max that chick out, once you give her a max contract, you're gonna expect that from her every night. You're gonna want her to be you're gonna want her to be that jump off every night, and she's not capable of doing it. And that's what's wrong with Sean Payton. You see, he's gonna expect Taysom Hill to be able to be Drew Brees. He wants to marry Taysom Hill and let that be the future of the Saints. And he's gonna ruin his life. Alright? Keep Taysom Hill as a jump ball. You go to your hotel, bang her out, and you send her ass home in an Uber. You don't marry her. You don't max contract this chick. She don't get the car, the crib, and a nice ring. She don't get that. Because when you get that, you give her the car, you give her the ring, you give her the house, she can't perform what she's supposed to do. She can't live up to her expectations 365, 7 days a week. She can't do it. Translation, this Taysom Hill shit is cute for a few games, but if he's a starter next year, the Saints won't make the damn playoffs. But that's it, that's all. Subscribe to the unit if you rockin' with me, and hit that damn like button. I'm gonna smack the hell out you through your computer screen. My name is Fisk Vegas, and I approve this message.